Kenya is building something, and the people that should be paying attention aren't. Nairobi is now the third largest tech hub in the whole world, after Silicon Valley and London. Not in Africa, in the whole world. M-Pesa didn't come from America. It came from Nairobi. Mobile money that the Western world is still trying to copy. 15 years later. Here in Ireland, we built our economy on being the smart, quiet option in a very noisy region. I'm noticing Kenya is doing the same thing in East Africa. And the ones that recognised Ireland early, they did not regret it. Tell me, are you building something in Kenya right now? Drop your city in the comments, follow my page.
Peace and love, African family. Peace, love, and sunlight. This is Ank Eru from jamtoursafrica.com, veganchoicefoods.com, exporthavenrealty.com, the vegan Jamaican restaurant over there in Lavington, Nairobi family. Also, we have the Veggie Rush and the Glovo app. Actually, we're launching that today, family. So if you guys actually, come in Kenya and you actually you want to actually get fresh fruits and vegetables, alkaline, Dr. Sebi approved, WhatsApp us. We have CMAS, we have a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So you guys can actually order, family. You know what I mean? So it's Veggie Rush. So WhatsApp us, family, if you're serious about getting actually fruits and veg in your apartment in Nairobi. You know what I mean? Just spread the word, Veggie Rush and Glovo. Download the Glovo app and type Veggie Rush in a search. We come up, the order, family. That's all. And get delivered straight to your door within 20 to 30 minutes. You have all the market produce at your doorstep. You know what I mean? But anyways, family, this video today is Madaraka Day in Kenya, family. And I was watching a Muzungu video. I never finished watching the video, family. I'm never share it with you guys because I never watch it again. We should have watched it so I can actually something there. So I can actually give you guys a download on it. But anyway, guys, maybe I'll give you another time. Because you guys don't understand, family, what is happening in Africa, family. I was thinking about this, man. I said to myself that, you know what I mean? The Moors actually civilize them, and then they come and uncivilize back the African descent. So the African descent of people civilize them, and then come back and uncivilize the world with a lot of wars and bombs and fighting and, you know what I mean, killing and a lot of things, family. You know what I mean? So the most African people again have to come back again and re-civilize the world, family. Like bring back peace, love, and unity. You know what I mean? And the family. African people, we not have no mass destruction. We not have no nuclear weapon. We not, you know what I mean? We not eat nobody. I was thinking about it and saying to myself, family, that I remember the first time, you know what I mean, a brethren of me, another Jamaican brethren, tell another Jamaican brethren, say, eat jam tours. I mean to myself, so yo, John was star. Me can never eat no man. Me not eat nobody, family. To be honest, I feel like say if you eat somebody, that's a sin, and that's not good in the most you know what I mean. In the most that's not good, family. So you eat somebody is very strong, family. That's like racism, family. And as the thing now, when actually other race of people eat black people, when somebody says they eat you, it's a very strong word, family. Very strong. Just like what I got in South Africa now, family. Which them eat foreigners. So they will kill them, they will do anything. You know what I mean? Because them eat them. So when you say you eat somebody, family, you're supposed to always think twice, because that's racism at the highest heights. That's racism to eat somebody. When you hear that Jamaican brother come and tell me, say, yo, I will never forgive anyone anybody else because I hate jam tours. When I say, yo, John was star, I feel away, because as a human being, once you say you hate somebody, you have this touch of racism inside of you. Because no matter what them do to our ancestors, we still not hate them. You know what I mean? And them to come to them sense and acknowledge that the African man was on the earth first, and he's the only one that is aligned with the stars and the sun and the nature and everything to bring alignment back to actually on earth, peace. You know what I mean? And them alone can bring peace, love and harmony on earth. And the African continent now, Africa recolonize the world. With the new world order coming, Africa will be running the world, an African country. You know what I mean? And the world will be run and ruled from Kenya family. And hear what the Muzungu woman say? When Muzungu start talk, a lot of people listen. So, I'm going to play the video so you hear. I not even fully listen to it. But I understand and know what she has said. You know what I mean? Where she has said that Kenya is the third largest tech hub in the entire world. You know what I mean? Everybody are trying to follow M-Pesa. And that's the reason why family South Africa have to get detoured, because South Africa wasn't built on actually African economy. Kenya built an African economy, family. The richest people are local people in Kenya. The richest people are local people in Kenya. You know what I mean? And even Nigeria is good to be called the richest man in Nigeria is an African. You know what I mean? You can see that the country is so rich. And when you think about it, family, I was having a reason with myself. I said to myself that imagine in the Berlin conference, family, the man them carve out Africa without Africa even know. Them carve out Africa without Africans even know, family. And I know I can't understand why we actually honor these borders, family. Because this border was created, it's like the man from Congo, Leopard, that say, yo, Congo are my one. Make a mine out all the resources and actually go and build up Germany and stuff. And we're gonna make the country poor, people are gonna dead, and a whole lot of stuff. We're gonna kill them. You know what I mean? So when you see them do that, family, and African leaders start to wake up and say, oh, this is how we use our minerals to do under the earth to actually get electricity and build a futuristic city and all kind of thing. Our minerals we now use to do that. We can't afford to now build up in the country and we there starve and we there now have this and all of this propaganda when they give us this aid and these things. These things now work. So when you see Burkina Faso, Yebian Traore, Mali, and all of them, man, they stand up and say, hey, that now do. Yeah? We are going to actually take over these mines and use the resources. Send our people go to Russia go learn how to fix things and make things and build our own power plant and light up our city, and you know what I mean? So every African country want to do that right now. Hey boss, let me full this gas. Give me a replacement. Yeah, family, so we can full the gas. But as me I say, family, now this is a serious reasoning till me even want to forget it, family. Because we don't understand what is happening now. The African leaders must say to themselves, oh, so Europe, all of my Africans they want to run to Europe to get work and job. It's just gonna be Nairobi, it's gonna be like New York, family, where everybody around come to get the African dream. You know what I mean? American dream gone, that ship sail long time. African dream people are trying to get right now, family. That's time I come here and live it so I can show you. You know what I mean? So that is what happened, family. So the man them cut up the place and realize, yo, we need these minerals to actually have an advanced city. And now the African leaders them say to themselves, say, yo, we have to actually cut all of these resources and cut all of these bad contracts and get proper contract where we actually enhance the continent and enhance Nairobi, family. So at that I go on, family. So you know what I mean? Let me pay for this because M-Pesa run the place and I run the world. So, as again, I have another thought again, family. When we see what going on in South Africa, they was paid by the settlers to do this to run away the foreigners. When we say what going on in the Middle East, family, and then people they want to look for safe haven. So sooner or later, you're going to see a lot of these settlers coming into South Africa, family. And what going to happen now is that the African Union have to stand up because if they not do that, family, South Africa are going to be a white African nation. And when I say to myself, family, imagine in South Africa you have white African and black African. It's crazy, family. The world on a level. You know what I mean? Because in an area of a country, everybody is just African, like Kenyan, whatever. But in South Africa, there's a community for settlers only. So you see where they try to turn that South Africa in an African state. I feel like South Africa need to change. It need to have a new name and everything a more Pan-African name. But South Africa are the last, and African Union and all of the other strong African countries are going to be fighting for them to make this actually continent a part of Africa. Else them will come and cut it out and tell us, yo, you know what I mean? And a settlers own land this. But it not gonna happen, family. You know what I mean? So one love, you bless, Jamaica, I'm out. You know what I mean? Six days in Nairobi. Nairobi, I love you. Nairobi, Nakupenda. Yeah, family, I put this special for people who looking to retire, people looking to come on a vacation and enjoy Africa. You know what I mean? You just book your flight and you book your installment, $500 every month, family. And you lick off this. You buy a ticket, come on Nairobi and enjoy everything all inclusive.